wanted to bark, like full-on barking, not like whimpering, full-on barking last night. And I'm like, girl, you know I already got insomnia, so why are you really going in like this? But so I couldn't sleep, so I was just up thinking. And I just have so many things I want to talk to you guys about. And I know my audience is majority black girls my age, and probably younger or older than me, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just know it's majority. Why is everybody at Dunkin' Donuts today? Why? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be late. I just want to talk to you guys because I had a lot of topics that have just been heavy on my mind recently, and I feel like the best outlet is to go on YouTube. If my camera slides, I'm sorry, it's stuck up here by some tape, so it's really not secure. Yay, coffee time. But yeah, I had screenshotted some comments that I saw yesterday on YouTube. I just have so many thoughts. Oh, let me take a picture for Instagram. I'm trying to get more active on Instagram. I say this literally every time I get on YouTube, but I really am trying. I just don't be feeling cute all the time, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got Dunkin'. The first topic I want to talk about is just how exhausting it is to just be a black woman. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, who you're with, it's just so exhausting being a black woman. Like, just, I don't know, all the situations going on in the world right now have just been like so emotionally draining to me. It's just so emotionally draining. I feel like we're the only group of women who have to experience this type of BS with like our men, and we're always getting blamed for things. We're always being putting ourselves in the back burner, and I'm just so tired of it. Also, just like the way black women aren't seen as quote-unquote desirable in our society, it's just also draining. And I don't think anybody else understands what it feels like to be going through this but other black women, you know? And then when everything else comes into play, like colorism, texturism, it's not your turn to go, sir. When everything else starts to come into play, and then it really gets featureism, all that type of stuff, when everything else starts to come into play, it really gets just hard, because it's just like, you cannot win. There is no way you're gonna win, you know? All of this to say, this is really just a roundabout to talk about the Megan and Tory situation, because I feel like I was the only one on YouTube that didn't get to talk about it. I don't know why black men were ready to die on the heel of Tory Lanez is innocent. I told you I'm studying law, and logically he would have had to be the only one who shot her. If I'm not even going to explain to you guys. Anyway, I was so disgusted to see people that I know personally, like people that I've grown up with on Instagram and on Twitter, like, I gotta hear both sides to the story. Black men never trust the police, but as soon as it was time to discredit Megan, all of a sudden they need to see the forensic files. All of a sudden everybody Sherlock Holmes, and it was just too much for me. And I was just like, I don't understand why y'all like hate black women so much. Like, just say you hate black women. And the thing is, guys, all the boys that I'm talking about that I saw on my timeline that was just like supporting Tory were the boys that are colors anyway. Like, these are the boys who don't like the fact that they're black. These were those boys, and I was just like, this is just like, personally, I know that being a black woman is phenomenal, and I love being a black woman. I'm just saying the way society treats black women makes it hard to just be black, you know what I'm saying, and to be a woman. And it's just so difficult. I was scrolling on, I was watching a YouTube video, a commentary channel, and I was scrolling through the comments, and it was basically just an unpopular opinions video. And can you get arrested for talking to a camera? I don't know. Anyway, my parents gonna take my car from me. Anyway, and it was an unpopular opinions video, and I was scrolling through the comments, because what else do you do when you're watching a YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? The person was like, I feel like ordinary people are made to seem unattractive. And this just goes back into my colorism argument, because basically my best friend and I, we were talking about how detrimental it is for biracial women to be playing black teenage girls on screen, right? And I feel like this is my biggest issue with it, because think about it. If you're seeing Zendaya all the time, or Mandela all the time, or Yara all the time, and they're portraying a black person, you know, like a two-parent black person. That sounds just so bad, but anyway, you're gonna, and you never seen an actual black person before, you're gonna think that that's what all black people look like. You know, you're gonna think that all teenage black girls look like a Yara or a Zendaya or a Amanda. Those are the only three that I actually know. And once again, this is no hate to them, because I told y'all I'm a Zendaya stan. I don't know if I ever uploaded the video, but I'm telling you, the only reason Zendaya is still getting checks from Replay from that whole album is because of me, because I actually stream it every single day. 2, I was the only one watching Grown and shit. I promise you, it's me supporting these women. So once again, it's like, it's you support them, that's why. But anyway, if the only people you're seeing are those girls and they're representing black women, when you actually see a real black girl in real life, you're gonna be like, you not cute, because you don't look like the black woman that I've seen on the screen. And that's why it's so detrimental for people who aren't 100% or fully black, who are biracial, to portray black women all the time. And I don't understand why people feel like calling out the fact that people are biracial is hate, because it's like, it's not. That's just you know what I'm saying? Like, the same way white people can claim being Native American, Swedish, Irish, German, all 5 of that, and still be 10 other things, I feel like a biracial person can claim both sides of their heritage, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the issue I have with that. And then it's like, look at me, I don't look like a Yara or a Zendaya or a Amanda. Like, I literally don't look like any of them. So if a man ever saw me in person, he would be like, yeah, you not the cutest black girl I've ever seen, because these are the black girls I'm expecting to see, you know? And I don't know, it just irritates me, because people, whenever I bring up the topic of like colorism, or like how biracial women are constantly playing black women, should I get over, because this man is done. Okay, how they're constantly playing black women, people are always like, but they're black, one drop rule. And I'm like, y'all want to disassociate yourselves from everything from slavery but the one drop rule. Like, when we gonna let it go? Okay, so then I feel like that was enough for that topic. Y'all don't want to hear about colorism again today. If you just need to, if you really just still confused about what colorism is, I'll just send you a video on it, because I feel like we're in 2020. There's no reason for me to still be telling people what colorism is, and like, we far progressed the need in society to be telling people about colorism. I promise you, trucks are actually like a menace to society. Like, I feel like they need their own separate road, because they just be bullies because they so big. I feel like baby mama culture is so normalized in our society, and like being a single mother. But let me explain what I think a single mother is and what a baby mama is. Once again, am I qualified to talk on this? No. You shouldn't need me to tell you right from wrong. But single mother culture to me is somebody who is married and then something happened. They probably got a divorce while they were married, or something terrible happened to the husband, or sometimes people just decide to not be together anymore, you know what I'm saying? Baby mama culture is when you're producing children with a man that had no real commitment to you, and then not being with him anymore. My issue with baby mama culture is that I don't even care about the adults in the situation. I care about the children, and people don't realize that you're the one producing serial killers into our world. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? People are always talking about the way society is, and I'm like, you're giving birth to the menaces to society, because you're having kids and raising these kids in unstable homes. They're seeing you and their parent argue all the time. Then the kid has to wonder why the parents don't want to be together. Then they're blaming themselves, and you're just giving birth to more colorists, more misogynistic men, more birds. It's just like, being a baby mama like that is not fun unless you're a Kylie Jenner or what's that girl's name? Lil Baby's girlfriend. Like, it's not cute unless you're already wealthy on your own, and most of society is not wealthy on their own. So it's like, that's not cute to just be a baby mama. Like, for what? I just be so irritated, because I'm just like, oh, this is what I actually want to talk about. Now that our society has progressed to the point to where we're all like, people can have choices, or like, it's okay to be beside the norm, I always get, not hate, but comments. People are always in my face like, so you're not gonna drink nothing? And I'm just like, it's a choice. They're always like, so you don't want to do anything? And I'm like, just the same way you have the choice to, like, you know, party if you want to, not party, like party if you want to, drink if you want to, do drugs if you want to, X, Y, and Z, you know, all that type of stuff if you want to. I also have the choice to not do anything, and people love to like glamorize that type of stuff, and it's like, you can have fun without doing all of that, you know? peer pressure, because I think I don't think you can be peer pressured in college, because it's like, girl, just walk away, please, just go to your dorm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like peer pressure is something that high schoolers go through. But it's just annoying when I'm telling people that this is something that I don't do, and people are in my face like, so you just not gonna do nothing? Is that boring? How's your life? And I'm like, it's the same life you live. I don't understand why people feel like you have to be a borderline like alcoholic to be having like a fun life. I'm like, promise you I'm having a good time. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, kids, if you're in college and people are just making it seem like you're like not having a great time because you don't want to do what everybody else is doing, or like you don't want to smoke, or you don't want to drink, or you don't want to have sex, please don't let it get to you, because people like to be in my face all the time like, you don't even want a little sip. And I'm like, no, if I just told you that that's not what I'm doing today, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hurting you because I don't want to drink today or because I don't want to smoke. Like, how is that affecting you and your lungs? It's really just crazy to me. And this would be friends that are like, Isla, you're 20, you don't want to do nothing. I'm like, no, I'm actually okay with just being quote unquote boring. You know, like, I have no issue with that. I have no desire in life to just be a fun person. I don't know, maybe I'm actually just strange, but don't let people peer pressure you into doing things that you really don't want to do, you know, or things you don't want to do. Normalize not wanting to do things and not doing it. You should not have to fall under peer pressure to fit in with a certain crowd, or like fit in with your group of friends. No, tell everybody to go to hell. People in the comments of the video I was watching on the Unpopular Opinion, I can't remember what the girl in the video was actually saying, because once I started reading the comments I got distracted, but basically this one person was talking about how people like try to shame you if you're not sexually active by a certain time in your life. And guys, I'm just here to tell you that that don't got nothing to do with you. Please don't be sad because people peer pressuring you to be sexually active if you don't want to, or to like date if you don't want to, or just jump into relationships that you don't want to be in just because everybody else is doing it. When I was younger in middle school, I wanted to fit in so bad. Everybody else was talking to boys, so I wanted to talk to boys. And guess where it got me? Nowhere. You should do things when you feel ready, okay? Like, do not just try to be in boys' faces because all your friends is in boys' faces. It's really not gonna get you nowhere. You're just gonna be sad. I promise you, you literally just gonna be sad. I park in the same parking spot every day, and I'm always over the line each time. But yeah, do not let anybody peer pressure you into doing, because 9 times out of 10 the person who's peer pressuring you to like do these type of things, or like even if it's other girls like telling you that you need to be with the boy, or like how much fun it is, or like what you need to do with him, 9 times out of 10 they're not happy themselves. So it's just like, why do you want me to just be in this realm of depression with you? You know what I'm saying? And being in a relationship, once again, how can I talk because I haven't been in one, but I've seen one. I feel like I'm a coach. I like to sit on the sidelines. Being in a relationship is so emotionally draining, you know? Like, you literally have to care for somebody who's not your family. You have to care for somebody who in any other circumstances you wouldn't have to actually care for. Like, you have to pretty much force yourself to actually like care about this person, think about their opinions, and like hope for the best for them. And that's just so much work. So it's just like, and if you know you're one of those people who like get emotionally attached to people and can't function if something goes wrong in that in the relationship, you don't need to be in a relationship, especially in like college and stuff like that, because you're here to learn. If you're letting a man affect every aspect of your life and you can't learn anymore and you can't get your degrees anymore, you should not be in a relationship. You need to just be alone and just wallow in your misery by yourself, because that doesn't make any sense. Once again, you're in college, you're in school to learn, to get degrees, to get your diploma. You are not in college to find a man that you could be a baby mama for. No. Like,